And now Bisu is going to win this game. There's no doubt in my mind. I've called GG so many times in this game. I've given the decisive advantage. That is how epic this matchup has been. But it looks like the champion will come out on top. He still hasn't. I'm surprised he hasn't got in for the kill and killed off that last expo of Stork's. I suppose he's reluctant to push up that ramp as Stork had done. He's content to cement his advantage and build up a larger force on the ground. And you can see the Samsung Khan coach looking worried there because... and it looks like the minerals are mined out, but Bisu, minerals are almost mined out in this map, guys. Stork still has more minerals left, though, at his expansion, but Bisu looks like he's almost mined out. And Stork has just got that Dragoon positioned up at the north, slowing Bisu down a little bit. And Bisu once again pushing up. Stork pushing this time versus Bisu. Again, Stork, I feel, has obviously got an inferior army because he lost that crucial battle. Bisu with more storms, and Stork in trouble here. Stork in desperate trouble here. His storms not being nearly as effective, even though he's fighting from the top of the ramp versus Bisu's forces. Bisu's just got so much more on the ground. Look at that. Bisu's army is 10 times the size of Stork's army, and Stork is going to lose this game. I have to say, Stork is going to lose this game. Both players mined out, though, and Stork holding his defense, but Bisu doing a good job of whittling down Stork's forces over a period of time. And Bisu now is going to kill that lone pesky Dragoon at the top of the map, bothering his mineral line, and that Dragoon dies. Stork, though, is still mining from that base. He's got a lot of photon cannons there behind that mineral line. It's difficult for Bisu to get up there and assault that, and that's what's allowed Stork to stay in the game thus far. But I feel Bisu has got enough of a military advantage now to be able to finish the game. Stork has got hardly anything, and again, even though Bisu had the superior force on the ground, his storms in that last battle were so much more effective than Bisu's, and Stork is just content to sit and defend now. And Bisu realizing that Stork, and again, brilliant storm by Bisu. His positioning was brilliant. His main force pushing up towards Stork's natural expo, while he had a couple of Templar waiting at the rear of his force, waiting for Stork to come down from there, try and flank him, and that was brilliant by Stork. And Stork is going to lose that expo. Stork is going to lose that expo and not going to be able to do anything about it. Now he's going to lose his robotics facility as well, and if Bisu gets in his main, then I'm not sure what Stork can do. Stork with really nothing in terms of resources, and Bisu now getting Dragoons up at the rear of those mineral lines. Stork trying to build Stork trying to defend that, and Bisu is now in Stork's main. Stork's not going to be able to produce any more units once those gateways go down, and it does look like Bisu is going to deliver the finishing blow now, and Bisu's got more reinforcements pouring through. Stork trying to push now, trying to counter against Bisu, not trying to, and he's going to be able to intercept those zealots, and Bisu forced to retreat those zealots, but that's not going to bother him because he's got such a large force in Stork's main, killing it off, and Stork has got nothing. He's not able to produce any more units, so even though Stork is mining from those minerals, that's not going to bother Bisu at all, because Stork, with a vastly inferior force on the ground, as well as his own main being destroyed, this is going to have to be GG, guys. Stork obviously not wanting to concede because of the stage that the game is at. Again, Bisu's storms so effective, so brilliant. Just, you know, his storms always on top of a lot of Stork's units, and he's done that consistently throughout the game. His storming has definitely been better, and that's definitely given him the advantage to win the game. And it's just only a matter of time now before this game ends. Stork is holding on with nothing, really. He's just basically playing with photon cannons and no units. Bisu obviously has got more than enough Dragoons to take care of that, and there's still enough minerals left for Bisu to mine and produce more units, whereas Stork cannot produce anything. He's going to have to rebuild his gateways before he produces more units, and Stork carelessly losing his zealot there, and his main just being ripped apart, just finished off. Bisu killing off all of his tech buildings as well, so I don't think there's anything Stork can do. And now Bisu with an Arbiter and Dragoons, and Bisu using the stasis field on Stork's probes. He can afford to waste stasis fields on probes now, so that's going to be GG, guys. I have to say, obviously Stork doesn't want to concede because this is game 5, but Bisu is going to defend his crown. Stork definitely put up a great fight. The deciding factor in the game, the deciding moment in the game, was that triple stasis field by Bisu, and just a massive storm going off in Stork's main. Stork trying to kill off Bisu's units, but it's too little too late. Most of his base is in tatters, and Stork will finish the rest of that base off now. Bisu will finish the rest of the base off now, I'm sure. And Stork still clinging on, but there's really, you know, it's just academic at this point. Bisu is too far ahead. He's got a much more superior force on the ground compared to Stork, and Stork can't even produce anything because all of his gateways have been destroyed. Obviously he doesn't want to GG, but as far as I'm concerned, this game is finished. And what a great final! This is what a final deserves to be, a great Protoss versus Protoss final. Bisu taking both games on Loki, the crucial games, and again another stasis field on those probes by Bisu, and Stork just not wanting to concede, but there's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. He doesn't even have gateways that he can try and produce a lot of Archons or anything, and all his tech buildings are dead. He's got tons of photon cannons all over the map, but Bisu's just going to be able to take them down slowly but surely. Stork with a couple of high Templar, and that's all that survives for him in terms of units. Bisu almost mined out, but he has more than enough minerals to produce enough Dragoons to finish this game, I feel. and he's also got that robotics facility up. Sorry, he's also got that shuttle out. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is, and Stork just trying with that lone Dark Templar to try and do some damage, but that's not working for him. Obviously, he is going to force Bisu back away from his mineral line a little bit, but that's again not going to bother Bisu. He's just got the advantage, and again Stork with the storm trying to do some damage to Bisu's units, but not effective. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough, and that observer now getting taken out, and I think that's actually Stork killing, or is it Bisu killing Stork's observer? It's actually Stork's observer that gets taken out by Bisu. Obviously Stork has no arbiters left, so unfortunately the similarity of the colors deceiving me a little bit there. So Stork waiting for the Reaver to try and take those photon cannons down. That's what he was waiting. Bisu waiting for the Reaver. That's what he was waiting for. He was waiting to get a Reaver out, and I should have guessed that when they clicked the robotics facility. So, but I mean the game is over anyway. So obviously it's really pointless for Stork at this stage. He can't even produce units. He's got a bunch of photon cannons which don't mean much. Bisu's got arbiters, dragoons, a larger force on the ground. He's got map control, and he's got his Reaver now, and that's going to finish Bisu off. So Stork has to finish Stork off. Stork has to GG now once he's seen that Reaver. He's got a GG. Stork has got to GG now. He's got to realize that there's nothing he can do. This has to be crushing for him. He just so desperately does not want to give up after going so close to becoming MSL champion. But I think you've definitely got to admit that Stork is one of the great players playing right now. He's acquitted himself so well. He took Bisu right to the edge and back, and he had an advantage in this game for a long time, I felt. But Bisu going for the tech sooner than Stork. Stork going for a larger army on the ground, that allowed Stork to have Bisu. Really, you've got to give credit to Bisu, because he had a smaller army on the ground because he invested in a lot of arbiters and stargates, and so therefore he had to fight a lot more intelligently, and his strategy panned out. His strategy was superior. He fought more defensively, he fought on top of ramps every single time, was content to play defensively, allowed Stork to be the aggressor while he built up those arbiters, and then at the crucial point, at the crucial battle, he used that to his advantage. His storming was immaculate, his positioning was even better, and Stork's photon cannons slowly but surely getting taken out. He's not able to mine at all. Stork with a storm trying to kill off that dragoon, but that High Templar now, the High Templar actually survived, but those photon cannons are dying slowly but surely, and Bisu comfortably going to take this game. No need to risk his dragoons. He can just use the Reavers, and Stork has no actual military units on the ground, and Stork should GG. I mean, this is, go out with grace while you can. Stork obviously refusing to concede, and Bisu, and finally he does. GG. GG guys, what a great matchup, and you can probably notice that my voice was dead by the end of it, but what a great match. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that matchup. Protoss versus Protoss, what a great finals. Absolutely deserving. Stork played brilliantly, but unfortunately Bisu played better for Stork, and Bisu deserved champion here, no doubt about that. No one can question that he deserves to be the MSL champion yet again, and unfortunate for Stork, no titles for him this season, even though he was in the semi-final of both titles. But that arbiter play by Bisu was just great. So GG guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly really enjoyed it a lot.